peacefully, and apartheid should be abolished. If we end this white minority rule, then we will all live in harmony and have equal opportunities. I am Nelson Mandela, and I was born on July 18, 1918 in South Africa to a wealthy family as Rohola Mandela. When my father died, I was 9 years old and I was adopted by a high-ranking Bembu regent. He made me go to the best schools and got me trained for a role in tribal leadership. At one of the primary schools he sent me, I was given the Christian name Nelson. Seeing the unfair fights faced by the black people every day made me dream of making my own contribution to the freedom struggle of my people. That struggle is to end apartheid now. An example of this is that whites were given higher paid jobs than blacks at the same skill level. Ask yourself, how would you feel being denied a job because of your color? Not being able to vote because of your color? Having your race be the minority because of your color? When I was 26, I joined the African National Congress, or the ANC. Through the ANC, I started to fight to end apartheid. I led protests to allow blacks to have equal rights. I helped lead a campaign called the Defiance of Unjust Laws, in which I led a crowd of 50 black men down the streets in a white area after the 11 p.m. curfew that forbade our presence. These protests spread, and soon blacks stopped following racial rules. By the end of the campaign, 8,000 people were arrested. Myself and others were arrested for 9 months and suspended from the government for 2 years for leading the campaign. In 1960, during the Sharpeville protests, 69 unarmed black protesters were killed by the police. These protests started because blacks were required to carry passbooks with them at all times. A military branch of the ANC organized a campaign that led a crowd of up to 7,000 locals to protest. But when a small scuffle broke out and shots were fired, that was the turning point in the anti-apartheid movement, turning it from non-violent to violent. 1 year later, I founded and became the leader of MK, or Umkhonto we-Sizwe, an armed wing of the African National Congress. We launched a sabotage campaign against the government. A year after that, using a fake name, I left the country secretly to go to England to get support for the armed struggle. When I returned, I was arrested for leaving the country illegally and wanting to commit sabotage against the government. I was given a life sentence. After my arrest, I delivered a speech on the docks. There I said that I want equal political rights and that I was prepared to die for all people to live in peace. In 1990, the president ordered my release from prison. I had been 27 years in prison and I was 71 years old. Now I stand here before you as South Africa's first democratically elected president. This country's first ever multiracial election elected the country's first black president, ending the white minority rule. Let this be an opportunity to join together and once and for all